I'm Dr. Emily Heckman, and I'm the Photonics Technical Area Lead for the Sensors Directorate at AFRL. Photonics is really anything to do with light and photons, and we generate light by making lasers and finding new materials to make lasers at different wavelengths. And when we talk about wavelengths and light, we're not just talking about visible light, really the whole range of the electromagnetic spectrum. And so really, if you think about the Air Force's needs, communicational, situational awareness is of vital importance, and that's what we're working on. We're working on ways to better know what threats are out there, how to communicate those threats, how to detect the threats, and ultimately how to protect ourselves against them. And so that, in a nutshell, is what we do in photonics. The photonics team is one of the more fundamental research teams within the Sensors Directorate, and we're a relatively small team in terms of people-wise. We are a very active team, and the people I get to work with and interact with are just so incredibly passionate and smart about what they do. And so we have labs that are dedicated to making new lasers, laser sources. We're able to grow our own crystals and really tune what wavelengths we're interested in looking at and push the envelope. Then on the other hand, we also have to detect these wavelengths, and so we have a very large group in detectors and FPAs. Where I have been able to hopefully make an impact in this role is we've had these wonderful, very interesting people working side by side, and now we're starting to work across our groupings and find the laser source and match it with the detector and work with the integrated photonic circuits folks and come up with a system that we hope can more directly solve some of our warfighters' needs.
Contact, boom, all right.
I think one of the absolute best benefits to working for the Air Force Research Laboratory is the fact that we get to interact all across the research landscape. It is amazing to me and very humbling to know that because of where I work and the quality of work that AFRL is known for, we have a seat at the table at almost any table we choose or need to have a seat on. We are constantly asked by other services and DARPA and the big prime companies and universities to guide them and evaluate their technology, and that's actually incredible. You know, when you're in school and you see all these people doing amazing things, and now you're sitting at the same table and your input is respected and needed, that I think really more than anything has been a fantastic part of working for here. Everyone needs their why, everyone needs their purpose, and I know that perhaps it sounds very hokey, but what I find rewarding about working here in the Air Force Research Lab are the people, because everyone here has the same why, and that is we are very dedicated and concerned to protecting the people we love and our country as well. And so, I'm a mother, I have kids, and I'm very concerned, as I think a lot of people are, about the world that we're leaving behind. And at the end of the day, I get to go home and feel like, well, at least I am working on being part of the solution to some of these very big problems that are plaguing us. And even if my research doesn't directly find its way to something that's going to change someone's life in a very tangible way, I know that I'm empowering my team to make those contributions, or that we are at least part of the solution, trying to find ways to impact and really make a difference. I very much believe that people are what makes AFRL so great, and I see a very big need for people, and I'm not going to sit back and just wait for them to come to me. So as part of my career trajectory, I've really made an effort to reach out to universities and bring students, grad students, undergraduate students to work in our labs, and I think that helps us remember how cool it is when you start seeing it through the students' eyes. And then, as a benefit, we're training the next generation of researchers, and hopefully they can come and see what a cool place it is to work here.